Welcome to Click Connect. I'm your host, Craig Sullivan, and today we've got a new guest. As a matter of fact, we're going international for the first time. Coming from Rio de Janeiro is Paula Carreirao. Paula, did I get your last name right?
You did very well, Craig. Thank you. Perfect.
Okay. Thank you. Paula is with Asksuite. Now, Paula, we're just going to jump right into this. Would you tell the audience about Asksuite, please?
Yeah, well, Asksuite is a hotel tech company. So what we aim to do is to help hoteliers all around the world to increase direct bookings. For that, we develop a hotel chatbot, which means that is a chatbot designed for the hotel industry. And also we have a platform, an omni-channel platform that helps hoteliers to manage all the customers, the different channels of customer service that we have now, such as web live chats or Facebook or Instagram. So yeah, we are already in over 25 countries, if I'm not mistaken, and over 1,400 hotels around the world use our solution. So yeah, it is pretty good. It's going good for us.
Wow, that's incredible. And you're a content specialist. So how does that work? Does your client call you and you discuss subjects and then you pound out the actual draft and get it back to them, and then they make some changes and back to you, and then you start publishing it on all the various platforms?
Yeah, well, what basically means that I try through content to help not only our clients, but the industry as a whole. So we do listen, when I say we, it's the marketing team, we do listen to our clients, of course, and see what they are dealing with right now. You know, last year, everything changed. So we have to really listen to what was going on in order to actually help them. And so we do have this this channel with the clients that we get from what can we do, what kind of topics do you, what kind of challenge you're having. But also we do like a research on internet and check what is trendy, what are people like you, Craig, are talking about, and influencers and leaders in the hotel industry are talking about. So yeah, and then we create content based on that.
Very interesting. Now, what are some of the challenges you're facing with that? Because, you know, we've been in a very fluid situation. The COVID-19 situation in Brazil is a lot different than what's going on in the United States, and Canada just basically reopened yesterday. So, you know, what are some of those challenges that you're facing because of this fluidity in COVID-19?
Yeah, okay. Well, I do have a few challenges, I would say. COVID-19 only add a new spice in it because we are international, right? So what is a problem for you in the United States as a hotelier might not be a problem for someone, I don't know, in Mexico. So I do have to really, the whole point of the content marketing is to connect and help and build relationships. And to do that, I have to really know my audience, the target audience. We have to really understand them. So that means a lot of research, a lot of talking, a lot of interview. And so my biggest challenge right now, it is, like you said, in some countries, so there are hotels that are opening, some are not. So if I post something talking about a specific topic might not resonate well in another one. So I have to be, we as a team in marketing, we have to be really careful, and we try to really direct our content to our target audience, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, that does. And I liked something that you told me the other day. You are a Gen Xer with millennial upgrades. I think that's perfect. Okay. Millennials are going to outspend previous generations. It's about the experience. You know, I think you're on to something there. And also you've got a background in hospitality, so you understand it. You know, you were a front desk agent and you were a manager. So you bring that ops experience and that guest expertise to what you're doing to help, whether it's a small hotel group that's got 2 or 3 hotels, and they could be select service and extended stay, or, you know, boutiques and destination resorts and big conference urban locations as well. Now, this company started Asksuite in 2018, as I recall.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at the end of 2017. Yeah.
Okay, so now this is your second downturn. Okay, you had the financial meltdown and came out of that, and now, you know, well, actually, you were formed after that, but I'm sure the antithesis to the company was formulated during that financial meltdown when everything else evaporated. And obviously, COVID's been doing far more damage than what the financial meltdown did, and this has been a horrible thing. But what are some of the traffic numbers that you've been generating? I mean, are you able to look at the sites and see how much is actually being converted into reservations for the hotel?
Yeah, well, like I said, it really depends on where in the world is a hotel. We do have this.
Right.
We can track out the reservations that are done through the chatbot. If the chatbot is integrated with the booking engine, and we have integrations with over, I don't know, I think it's 30 booking engines now. Everything's so fast, Craig. So I'm so sorry if I'm not really specifics on the actually the data and the numbers. But yeah, we can see now a lot of reservations being done. Thank God. Before was even though that's interesting. Even though when the hotels were not operating, they were closed. Even in the worst period of the COVID-19, people were still looking for hotels because either they had a reservation and they want to talk with the hotel and see what they could do, or they would like to know what is the status in the hotel in the specific area. So customer service, which is our core, which where we actually help the hotels, it never died, it never disappeared. So even though when we have the worst of the crisis, people were still contacting hotels for different reasons. Now we can see more towards reservations, thank God. But but the hotels that manage to keep providing the customer service, even though the worst times, they are the ones that I think they're having more success now, for sure, because they build trust too with this potential client. So,
okay. Now, you and I have something in common. We've never met. We connected on LinkedIn, and we've had a few guests. That's how we've met and started a conversation. Now, you were also part of the global top 50 hospitality leaders by the International Hospitality Institute. Congratulations to you on that. Now, just for my own curiosity, did you know that you were even being considered for that?
I had no idea, Craig. And I heard your previous interview with Carreirao, the CEO of the Institute. And I think you said too, because you are also, so congratulations back to you. You are in the list as well. And
that's all Danny's doing, not mine. Trust me, that's all producer Danny. So.
Well, congrats, Danny, too. And and like yourself, I have no idea that I was running for that, and was really, really honored. And I'm very thankful. And of course, it's a motivation, an extra motivation to keep doing what we are doing. And it is in a way a testament, like something that proves that what we do, it makes sense. It is good. So I was not expecting it at all. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, well, I think I was the only one South America, so that's quite cool too.
Wow. I didn't realize that. Now, I Glenn Hausman, myself, Anthony Malcury, couple other people, we hit the daily double because we were on both the U.S. and the global list, and I was shocked. I was just absolutely shocked and honored. But
and the U.S. The U.S. list, it's much more, I think, competitive in a way. So it is a really nice achievement from you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to agree with that. I got to tell you, the amount of international deals I have done in the past, I can count on one hand and still have fingers, plural, left over.
Yeah.
So it's really not, I mean, granted, my content and all that is going out globally because of some of the groups that I'm in and all that. Yeah. But it's an honor, and Dr. Jeffrey will be at CLIC 5 in October, which I'm really looking forward to shaking his hand as well. So let's talk about tech. You got Emma, Travel Tech, U.S. events, guest speaker, copyright master's classes. How are you organizing and working with all?
I don't know. I actually don't know. Being quite honest, I have no idea. I just do the best that I can, and it really helps that I'm not saying this for saying, but I really love what I do, and I think they're like Craig. Seriously, they're like opportunities that I never ever dream of. So how could I not take it? Grab it and make it work, so how I would never think about that I was gonna be in an interview with you, with Glenn, it's like, it's amazing. So I try to make some kind of schedule, and one thing you said, Craig, that I think it helps me, of course, could mention before, and yes, I work in the hotel industry before. So that gives me an advantage on what I do, of course, because then I kind of understand, and I know the subject since I was a hotelier. So that helps me a lot to prepare for all these events, and I always talk about my own experience, and helps me as well. Yeah.
No, I agree with that, and I think that's the backbone for all of us. It's been our experience. It's been, I work various other commercial real estate opportunities throughout my career, and I switched over to hospitality about 27 years ago, and I'm firmly convinced if I didn't, I would be selling t-shirts out of a kiosk, on a beach in Hawaii and surfing most of the time, or scuba diving. Hospitality, once it gets in your blood, it's in there. I mean, it's, you've got to have that servant leader mentality. You've got to enjoy people. Now, granted, I'm not playing with a full deck all the time, but one of my favorite places to be is a hotel lobby. I get to see 100 different people, and it's 100 different stories. It's 100 different experiences, and we've made so many strides in providing that guest experience satisfaction, that wow factor from whenever you get out of your car or cab or Uber and walk into the lobby. I mean, it's dramatically different from what it was 27 years ago. We're working on the food and beverage component and really upping our game on that now, especially in the United States. I think, certain countries, their hotels have done food and beverage great for decades. Now, whether they owned a winery and this was just a natural progression into the hospitality side with them, or they were a restaurateur and they did a hotel, boutique hotel, any number of things. But that seemed to be where Europeans and part of South America and Canada and other regions really excelled, where we didn't. We almost had the attitude of food and beverage being a necessary evil at a hotel here, unless it was a destination resort. So you said you're in 23 countries. Could you tell us a few of them?
Yeah, well, South America, basically, most of them. Then we have United States, we have in Canada, we have in UK, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Greece,
Nice.
if I'm not mistaken, India we have. So yeah, we are all over the world. And I just want to jump in a little bit just to add something that you said. Yeah, I love hotel lobbies as well. And I love that it's different stories. And I think that's why I love so much too what I do. Because content marketing, it is about telling stories at the end of the day. And that is the thing that I think is in common with the hotel industry as a whole. So I really love that also, that every experience is different, even though you try to standardize, and everyone is different, every story is different. And this is the same thing that I feel with the content, and that I can relate with the hotel industry when I work in the front of desk. And so yeah.
That's nice. Now, as we are recording this, and we don't do this show live, Paula has agreed to join me and our good friend Glenn Hausman this Friday on Friday Night Audit. So we're going to have some fun there. We've got a Brazilian cocktail that Paula has given us the recipe to.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Brazilian food and barbecue in particular, and lots of stories. So
Craig,
Paula,
I still don't know how I said yes to that. I think I'm crazy, but I'm very honored to be in that.
I was just being persuasive. That's all.
Yeah, you're a good one.
We may blame it on Rio, to quote the movie, but you can blame it on me. So we're good. Paula, unfortunately, we are out of time. I thank you for joining the conversation. How can people get a hold of you and talk to you about your services at Asksuite?
Yeah.
And hopefully sign a contract with you.
Sorry?
And hopefully they'll sign a contract.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, for sure. You can contact me. The easiest way is LinkedIn. I know I'm always there. I try to avoid it even on vacation, but I can't. So yeah, contact me on LinkedIn. I also have, of course, my email address, paula.carreirao. It's horrible, but you can see here. You can copy and paste at asksuite.com. We also have a podcast as well, so you can all listen to on Spotify. It's Hotelcast. And we also have a webinar series, the Hotelcast TV, which this month celebrates 1 year. So I'm very happy and excited. And yeah, so just get in contact with me, and I will reply very fast. Not as fast as a chatbot probably, but I'll do my best.
Well, congratulations on the 1 year on the show. That's great. That's a terrific milestone. And again, thank you for being a part of the conversation today, Paula, and you're welcome back anytime.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to thank our production partners, our friends at Red Roof Franchising and Chicago Titles National Commercial Services Group. Please tell them when you call them that producer Danny and I sent you. They're great people at both organizations, and they can help you with your hotels. If you would please go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, smash the bell so that you get the update notifications. All of our shows drop there first. Then they get spread out amongst the rest of our social media platform, which includes LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. So you can find us on all those platforms. You can like and follow us there as well. And producer Danny's ahead of the game, and she's scrolling the registration information for CLIC 5 on October 5th at the JW Marriott, the beautiful Anaheim Resort area. So if you go to CLIconference.com and enter the promo code when you register, CLIC 5. That's going to save you some money. Now, that does expire in August, so I would suggest doing it today. Thank you very much. And if you've got a suggestion for a guest or a topic, or if you want to be on the show, or even join us and be a production partner, DM Danny or I, and we'd love to talk to you about any and all of those subjects. And thank you for joining us on our journey, CLIC Connect. And remember, be kind, share your knowledge, go be amazing.